All right. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kye Jewel. I go by the business name of Kye Dyes. I do tie-dye. So today I'm going to show you how to do Fleur de Lis, because I'm currently living here in Baton Rouge, and we're in LSU country. You know, a lot of cool things can be done with local images, and you can make designs when you follow the line, like many others have shown before. So this is what we're going to try to recreate today, and I'm going to show you how. Y'all just watch, and we'll get to it right now. First things first, I've got my Gildan 5.3 ounce shirt. Today I'm working with the medium. I just pulled one out of the bag that I have of pre-soaked shirts that are just ready to go. First things first, we're going to find the center and turn this shirt to just be a one-sided shirt. I push down in the middle, find my center, and instead of using a marker, I just pinch it. I grab it, I find the middle of the collar, pull it up. Now we have our first working edge right there. Make sure you don't have fabric doubled up here in the sleeve area. We don't want to be catching things that we don't want in there. Generally, I like to start from the top, find a couple points of where I want to work at, find where I want to scale it, and we're just going to get to drawing. Come up a little bit more on that. Make little corrections as you will. And now we have our design. We're going to go ahead and get our handy dandy sinew, get to going. I like to start at the bottom a lot of times. I get the sharper corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and getting my pleats in. Here at these corners, I like to bunch them up and then fold them right on each other so I can keep it tight. And here at this corner, I will do the same thing. I will fold it over, come back around. And if you have trouble catching those pleats, you can get some chisel tip tweezers. They won't cut through the fabric like super pointy ones will. So if you want to work those, you can even put some heat shrinks on them to make them even less susceptible to rip. This is the first video, so I don't know how it's going to go. So we're really going to be testing how well the volume works, how much you can hear me. And y'all comment below, subscribe. Check out what's coming up. My goal is to be able to provide a video a week, and we'll see how that goes as we move forward with the Kye Dyes YouTube channel. Any feedback is going to be helpful to help me provide y'all with some fun designs that y'all can try. My intention would be for y'all to see how I do it and then maybe come up with your own ideas. Try to market those out there in tie-dye world. Everybody's different, so everything's gonna look different fundamentally. But I've had a lot of fun just coming up with all these different designs. Tie up, try new things, push the limits of what you know about tie-dye and what you can do. This part's kind of tough as we come into this corner. You'll notice it'll buckle up a little bit. but just try to take it slow, keep control of it, and it will be okay. If it buckles, come back, try again. All right, we're on the last leg here. I'm going to try to keep that down and keep my line nice and straight. I will work on a camera position more as we go, but this is going to be kind of a tester, little pilot, if you will. My next series, I'll illustrate how to dye this one. This one's going to be a pretty easy dye, depending on the colors you want. You could really go anywhere from here once you get this bad boy tied off. Take a look at this. Nice crisp line. Let's press that together, make sure it's not going to buckle. Some good force underneath it. Now, I get my sinew from Amazon. This is a 75-pound test limit, so it's got a nice, good bit of give to my tension. See, we're starting a little bit buckle, but that's okay. You learn to deal with the buckle and how to avoid it and how to pinch it up and get it nice and ready. Get the first tie in there nice and tight. Come back around. You don't want to pull it through. Having to redo that full is a pain in the butt. And press down, smash down, get a good amount of tension on there. Come back, pull it apart, make sure you can get back in that line with your sinew. Press down, go completely underneath, you'll go right underneath everything. Press down at the thumb, come right underneath there. I like to wrap twice before I get tension. Oh, get a good pull on there. Good amount of tension on there, you'll feel it underneath your hand. You'll feel the tension and you just keep pulling back. I like to do that, you know, good 3 or 4 times. I'm not worried about wasting sinew. I just want to make sure I got the cleanest line and that it stays true to the line that I put down there. All right, so we're going to give this one more pull. A nice crisp line. That's going to show after we dye it. Take some scissors, a little snipperoo. A lot of times people will find the sleeves beforehand, but since I'm doing a scrunch, I like to do it this way. I pull my tag out, find my sleeve, come through with it, right? Get the seams done right here and down here below. Now you got that thing exactly imprinted. Okay? We're going to take it, and we're just going to outline it with a simple scrunch. I like to put my sleeves inside of each other, just kind of work them in there. Scrunch it all up. Get all the nice scrunches in there. Every little scrunch matters. Every little pleat that you get in between it matters. You want to have a nice flat scrunch. You're going to come back over with bands. We're going to band it all up. All right. See how quick that was? Nice and scrunched, and because it's damp, it still holds its form. So we're going to go in with rubber bands. I like to double them up, get a nice tight press down as you're getting in there. Get as much fabric as you can. Get it in there. We're going to set that band, press down, make sure everything forms down underneath it so it doesn't taco up. Doesn't fold up. We're going to be putting a lot of tension on this bad boy. Get in there. Come in from the other side of that. Now ultimately we're going to want to pull this fabric away from that fabric so that they don't cross. Get as cleaner lines as you can. Scrunch that up a little bit more. Oh yeah. Good. That feels good. It's nice and tight. There we go. Nice and tight. Now I like to pull the tag out so I know which ones I've got. So this is my medium. I'm going to pull that out. Pull that tag too. Make sure it sticks. Keep on going. This is a banding party. Put a lot of bands on there. It doesn't matter how many bands you use. You want to use as many or as little as you need to. For me, I like to overdo it because I'm going to make sure my dyes get nice down and inside of that. Back into the other side, grip all the way over here to my tag. Get it nice and tight. Nice and tight. Sure got some good scrunching over here. Right. All right. One of these days I'm gonna have to get my son out here with some jokes. He has some pretty good one-liners here and there. All right. So we got that side banded. That's going to be all our background colors. I still want to make sure that I got a nice tight design going in over here. So I'm going to pull all this away as I can and get a nice bunch of pleats in there. We're going to band this one up. But this one I'm going to use a triple wrapped band so I can get that nice and tight so that the dye flows nice and smooth through there. All right. Put a few bands on there. Maybe we'll get a couple different layers on there of color. I usually like to come over with a few different colors so we get some fun bleeds. And we'll go with a really small band and try to even maybe go 4. No, this one's going to go 3. We'll go 3. Nice little boom. Up. 3 wants to be 4. 3 always wants to be 4. All right. So here we have our Fleur de Lis, now nice and tied up and ready to dye.